Men, when was the last time you cried? I run a small photography studio, and because we're always booked months in advance, we don't accept walk-ins. One night, we were incredibly busy, but just 10 minutes before closing, a mother walked in with a little girl trailing behind her. She said, "I know you're about to close, but I have a special favor to ask." At first, I felt a bit annoyed, but then the little girl peeked out from behind her mom's legs, and I was completely speechless. She was incredibly thin, with dark circles under her eyes, no hair, and a tube taped to her cheek. It was immediately obvious that this child was very sick. Her mom, trying hard to stay composed, said, "My daughter saw one of your photos taped to the wall at the hospital. I know you're booked up for months," but she didn't even need to finish. I knew the next available appointment probably wouldn't come in time for this little girl. I'm a big guy with tattoos and a beard, but I had to take a moment before responding. Finally, I said, "Oh no, that schedule is just for regular customers. I've been waiting all day to take a photo of someone as beautiful as you." That got her. She broke into a big smile. I locked the front door and spent the next 3 hours taking photos of her in every princess costume I had. She loved every second of it. When we were done, she curled up on the couch in my office and fell asleep while I loaded the photos for her mom. I asked her mom if she wanted any editing done, but she insisted on leaving them as they were. Her daughter had been worried she wasn't pretty anymore. I told her mom the photos would be ready in 2 days. When she tried to pay with her credit card, I refused. She begged me to let her pay, but there was no way I was going to let that happen. 2 days later, I sent the link to the photos, but I didn't hear back. I saw that she downloaded them and just hoped she loved them. Nearly 6 months later, as I was closing up again, a familiar face appeared at my window. I let them in, and the little girl exclaimed, "I'm better, look, I'm better." She had gained weight, and there was some fuzz growing on her head. Her mom tried to press an envelope of money into my hands, but I refused again. Finally, she said, "At least let us take you to dinner," and I happily agreed. Now, 7 years later, I still have that photo of my once sick, now stepdaughter sitting on a giant unicorn hanging on the wall in our living room.